I'm sure everyone is getting fired up for this year's homecoming game, but some shocking news hit the Hawkeye sports world yesterday. John Leo and Mary-Kate Harrion are standing by in the sports studio. Guys, what's going on?
Yeah, everyone is definitely excited about the homecoming game, and there's someone that is not going to be on the field on Saturday.
It was speculated last night on Twitter that Matt Vandenberg broke his foot in practice on Monday.
Hopefully the injury will be addressed at today's press conference. We will definitely keep you updated on that. But on a lighter note, following Iowa's win over Rutgers last weekend, senior punter Ron Caluzzi was named Big Ten Conference Special Teams Player of the Week.
Caluzzi averaged 42 yards on 7 punts, with his longest being 55 yards on Saturday. He also had recorded touchbacks on all 3 of his kickoffs. Aside
from Saturday, Caluzzi is averaging about 43 yards on 20 punts, with 5 over 50 yards this season.
We'll have more football updates from today's press conference for Wednesday's show.
As Big Ten play has started in most sports, the Iowa volleyball team is off to a great start. One unit on the squad has depth to match some of the best in the Big Ten. Colin Murphy has more.
They can go 5 deep, and they are currently 5th in the Big Ten in kills per set average. I'm talking about the outside hitters for the Iowa Hawkeyes volleyball team. Led by senior Lauren Brobes, this aspect of the offense has head coach Bon Szymanski digging his front line in the grueling Big Ten.
Our front row depth is great this year. We have 5 really talented outside hitters and a couple talented right sides and middles, and it's really changed the dynamic part of the game for us offensively.
This front line has Coach Szymanski believing they are as comparable as any in the Big Ten.
The Big Ten is certainly the most athletic conference in the country right now for volleyball, and I think our depth is very comparable.
The depth this team has in their hitters is not only good for that position, but it benefits everyone on the floor.
It makes my job easier because I have so many options to choose from. It's not just one person that I'm constantly going to every time, but I can go to a bunch of different hitters and we become really unpredictable.
Yeah, I think overall, just giving our setter more options to have and not having to go to one particular hitter, being able to spread the ball out more, it helps the offense run better and makes the other team's blockers and defense not know what to expect.
With Big Ten play starting this past weekend, the Hawkeyes are definitely going to need this unit to stay consistent to compete in such a tough conference. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Colin Murphy, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
You can see these outside hitters and the rest of the volleyball team compete against Maryland Wednesday night in Carver at 7 p.m.
There's one Iowa program that's different than many others across the country, and that's Iowa wrestling.
The Iowa program rolls out national contending teams year in and year out. The team also has one of the most passionate fan bases in the country. Zach Mackey takes a closer look.
Year after year, the University of Iowa wrestling team not only dominates on the mat, but leads the country in attendance. It has done so for the last 10 seasons and continues to keep its name at the top.
There's good wrestling. There's no better sport. But it has to be good wrestling. It has to be entertaining wrestling. Not 2 guys standing there looking at each other, but, Iowa kind of wrestling.
The Hawkeyes averaged an NCAA record 12,166 fans in 8 home dates, and including the 2016 Big Ten Championship. The team welcomed a total of 132,913 wrestling fans throughout the gates of Kinnick Stadium and Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Absolutely, our fans are very, very involved with what's going on. I don't want to say our basketball fans aren't, but definitely the wrestling fan is, I would say, more intense about what's going on the mat and what we're doing. Otherwise, if we have to take a break for TV, they get a little upset because they just want to see wrestling. Sometimes for basketball, they're a little bit happy that there's a break because there's a break in the action. But wrestling, they just want to go, 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 go.
Sometimes there's so much going on that you lose where you're at. And it's not really that you black out, but you realize that you're actually making a complete fool out of yourself. But the antics are real, and you can't help it. And there was an event a couple years ago, I think against Illinois, where Alex Meyer got a fall right at the end of the period in a match where he was behind. And I think Terry was running around the mat, but I didn't even know that till later. I was the one that was making an idiot. I was kept doing this, and I don't do that. I don't look at the crowd. And in that case, my phone had blown up when I was walking out of here. Your brother was great. I don't know what he did. And then I found out that he was actually running around the mat.
It's not easy being a fan favorite. Coach Tom Brands knows all too well what it takes to be one of the Hawkeyes' favorite out there on the mat.
Great for fans when you pick a guy up and throw him down hard. That's the best way to become a fan favorite. But be able to do that over and over again
The Hawkeyes have one of their best home schedules this year with 6 duels located right at home.
Less duels, but the quality of the opponents coming in is unheard of.
Iowa Wrestling begins their season November 5th in Des Moines for the Grandview Open.
Make sure to join us tomorrow morning. We bring you football and volleyball updates and a field hockey feature.
Andrew, back to you.